I just don't understand what possesses people to act this way. Call themselves fam and lie their asses off. For what? To save face? It's time to get real. Just because you're swinging hats doesn't make you juggalo. Swinging at your brother's back, you turn into a juggaho. You were nearly hard enough to call yourself a thuggalo. Burn your bridges like too many times, it's time for you to go.
What's it gonna take to make you fucking understand? Giving too many chances to pull your head out of the sand. Run your mouth to everyone but me up if the shit you pull like I'm not gonna hear about it. Don't call yourself fam. I ain't got no time for this verbal game of battleship. Confetti cannon, make them think you're riding on a real tip. Proof is in the pudding, you don't even make a splash. New slips will do you in, now you're floating with the shit. Tried to help you with your drama, calling me my family. Ready to go regardless of how many times you lied to me about the shit that put me out and left me fucking wondering who to put my trust in since I'm sleeping with the enemy. Don't get your panties all tied in a knot. Take a look around and see the pain that you brought on yourself, how it happened, learn from your mistakes before you drive everyone away without a second thought.
Boy, you don't understand. Don't understand. Don't understand. It's time to get real. Just because you're swinging hats doesn't make you juggalo. Swinging at your brother's back, you turn into a juggaho. You were nearly hard enough to call yourself a thuggalo. Burn your bridges like too many times, it's time for you to go.
If it don't apply, it wasn't for you. Take that rule to heart. Your paranoid delusions leave it broken from the start. Think before you speak unless you want an audience to watch in horror as your demons tear you apart. You get offended at my words and blame it on me when I wasn't even talking about you, but you don't wanna see the writing on the wall. The truth of it all, that it ain't all about you done and by your own vanity. You look deep inside yourself, you see just what the fuck I mean. Never been wrong a day in your life, you think your soul was squeaky clean. The way you place the blame on others, playing at the victim card. If it wasn't true, you wouldn't be able to see right through your twisted scheme. Perpetrating bullshit, sell it with a friendly smile, lying with your rotten tongue and crying like a crocodile. Eventually there's no more suckers, no one left to act for. Just give up the blatant lies, be real and walk an honest smile.
So recently Misty was telling me that I don't got any songs for the bitches. So I'm gonna make song for the bitches. The B-I-T-C-H-E-S-S. So I better see some bitches dancing and playing my music. Buy my shit. I don't know about this. This is fucking weird. Okay, Misty's shaking her ass right now. I'm getting into it now. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, that's not that song. Here we go. Sorry, Mom. Are you a bad bitch? Drop it like a savage. You want a fat dick? Go ahead and grab it. You wanna pop it? Go ahead and drop it. Get up on it now, ride it like a rocket. Are you a bad bitch? Drop it like a savage. You want a fat dick? Go ahead and grab it. You wanna pop it? Go ahead and drop it. Get up on it now, ride it like a rocket. Guess who's back in the motherfucking house? All the dimes with a fat ass, yeah, make it bounce. You got a spouse? You better leave him at the house. Kaz, yeah, man, we bout to pounce. Come on, bring it found, yeah, we dirty all around. Bring it loud with a sound that will shut the club down. What? That's what we doing now. We gonna say it proud. Nasty women, yeah, man, they all around. Kaz the Mac, see the sack, bring the bag, ride it lumberjack on the tarmac. No drop back, whisper in your ear, wanna come near, real player here, have no fear. Now don't be scared. The fact of the matter, I'm mad just like a hatter. The pockets got fatter, but I leave them no ladder. What? They call me Ricky Bobby, you know I shake and bake. I drink all the Bacardi and make the ground shake. Are you a bad bitch? Drop it like a savage. You want a fat dick? Go ahead and grab it. You wanna pop it? Go ahead and drop it. Get up on it now, ride it like a rocket. Are you a bad bitch? Drop it like a savage. You want a fat dick? Go ahead and grab it. You wanna pop it? Go ahead and drop it. Get up on it now, ride it like a rocket.
Yeah, I'm a savage, a real nasty bad bitch. By the way you looking, damn right you can have this. And fuck it with no average, snap it like it's plastic. Bouncing anyhow, you'll be leaving in a casket. Dancing in that misty rain, I'm gonna make you scream my name. Shake and bounce and flex that ass, twerk it out totally insane. When my bitches wobble, wiggle, slap his knob and spit a little. Hop on top and smack that ass and ride the waves up off that jiggle. Just when you think I'm done, turn around and give me some. Choke me hard, pull my hair, don't you stop until I'm there. One more time, when my bitches looking fine but also vicious. Shake it hard, you leave it stitches. Lucky charm, so delicious. Color don't matter, man, taste that rainbow. Ass get fat, I can't handle, just say so. All my ladies in the room, been a savage since the womb. Drop that ass, we'll see you boom, leave your man up in a tomb.
Are you a bad bitch? Drop it like a savage. savage. You want a fat dick? Go ahead and grab it. You wanna pop it? Go ahead and drop it. Get up on it now, ride it like a rocket. Are you a bad bitch? Drop it like a savage. You want a fat dick? Go ahead and grab it. You wanna pop it? Go ahead and drop it. Get up on it now, ride it like a rocket. Yeah, I got a fat dick rolling with my bad bitch. Itch to go savage, you wish you could have it. You say it's so hard, but you're looking so flaccid. I got no carb, I'm a white trash classic.
Don't worry, baby, I drive your ass crazy. Let me spark this blunt first, driving Miss Daisy. Feeling kinda hazy, but won't do it lazy. Up the shaft to the tip, swallowing your babies.
My bad bitch, she cooks, she cleans. Shit, she even folds up all my jeans. After long days, she'll be hitting those knees and getting that dick by any means. My bad bitch, she cooks, she cleans. Shit, she even folds up all my jeans. After long days, she'll be hitting those knees and getting that dick by any means.
How y'all doing? Y'all having fun? I see some of you kind of made your way to the front. Can we try to hold a few more? All right. Y'all doing good? I'm feeling good. Y'all feeling good? Who's getting fucked up tonight? How many scumbags we got in the building? Let's go, rock it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Hands up high from the front to the door. Bitches to the left, dudes out of sight. Hoes getting down, eating ass all night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Hands up high from the front to the door. Bitches to the left, and dudes out of sight. Hoes getting down, eating ass all night.
Pass the bottle, man. I'm about to get smashed. So hard to scumbag, and it's coming so fast. Gotta get your heart breaking down like that. We get time 3 hoes on me on the road. Give me ass, give me tips, and jump to the next show. Hot glass, white trash, pass that gun, time. Find just sipping at a PBR. Y'all know who we really are. The white trash rolling all stars. These bitches in my crappy cars. I can pull a bad bitch in a Geo Metro. Think about smoke, feeling all the fucking take the wrong back and we raise the pipe. Take it to the curb, bitch. I don't fight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Hands up high from the front to the door. Bitches to the left, dudes out of sight. Hoes getting down, eating ass all night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Hands up high from the front to the door. Bitches to the left and dudes out of sight. Hoes getting down, eating ass all night. We are getting major fucking feedback up here. Holy shit.
No haters, back like we never left, breaking down the doors in your mind like a psychopath. Run the halls screaming, hatchet wheel and scream. Wow, that was kind of weird. I don't know if that was skipping for everybody else. That was a little weird on this end, but welcome. What the fuck is up? No Haters, Season 2, Episode 7. We got double trouble tonight. We got Kazkit the Monsta and Misty Rain in the house. I don't know if we can handle all that shit. No, we got this. Oh, what the fuck. Just got the chance to see these two live, along with a whole bunch of other NEK family and Earworm family down at the Maniac Max Memorial Show. It was fucking awesome. Really, really good show. These two fucking killed it. I'm not going to run off at the mouth a whole lot here. Just going to say, as usual, we got lots of shit going on, and you're just going to have to wait and see. All right. Yeah, there's what's going on. I'm taking these fucking things off. I always forget, and I get the glare, and it's just, I don't know, it probably doesn't affect y'all any, but it messes with me. So whatever. Going to get that off. And yeah, that's it. There we go. So welcome Kazkit the Monsta and Misty Rain.
Hey! What up, what up?
Living the dream, you know?
It's always a good thing.
Yeah, well, you know, some days it's a good dream, some days not so much, but it's still a dream.
I live the nightmare hoping that it'll become a dream.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Some days, most definitely.
Yes.
But anyway, welcome. Thank you for coming on. This is fucking awesome. And I wasn't just blowing smoke. You guys are fucking awesome. You nailed it. You killed it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wish I had been able to come see you it was last weekend.
Last weekend, yeah, we did a show in, where the fuck was it?
Enfield.
Enfield, New Hampshire. I lived in New Hampshire my entire life and never heard of the town of Enfield, New Hampshire. So we went to this show. It was awesome. We had a great time. We did it first show that I've done with Cadaver in 4 years. So it was fucking dope. It was dope to get back together with everybody for one night. It was good.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I've heard, not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I've heard bad things about Enfield. Not that it's not necessarily a bad town, but from what I've heard, they don't like juggalos, like, at all.
I don't think they like anybody outside of rednecks.
Well, that's most places in New Hampshire.
But,
I'm a flagger, and even the cops don't like us in New Hampshire at all.
They liked us by the time we left
Yeah,
the venue. Everybody in there was like, "You guys are coming back! Like, we loved you guys! Like, you're awesome!"
Misty got me the cheap pop. I was up there getting mics set, and I was like, "I'll be back up here with my fiance, Misty Rain. We got a female rap in here tonight," and all the girls are like, "Wow!" So that was my cheap pop of the night, man. That worked out great.
That's fucking cool. That's so awesome.
Yep.
I'm hoping I'm gonna get to see you guys. Do you get involved? I don't know. I know it's like invite only, whatever. But do you y'all get involved in the Earworm 4th of July camp out? Is that something?
We were supposed to do it last year, but due to COVID, I know Kenna kind of made it like a smaller thing. So. Yeah. Or something like that. It was the year, but I haven't got the invite yet, but I'm sure we will. I mean, at some point.
All right, cool. Just I'm just trying to figure out. I can't wait to see you guys again live. It's fucking. I'm gonna drone on about that for a minute.
Next Saturday, we're doing Nails Fest, man, right here in Raymond. It's literally one of the biggest shows in New England right now.
Oh shit! Okay.
Every year we put on Nails Fest, and my original hype man and best friend. Kyle Nails Fetcher, he passed away about almost 2 years ago now, and every year we always do it close to his birthday. We do Nails Fest in his memory, and we get pretty much in this year is the second year of it. But we brought back, like, we're bringing in like a lot of people. We got like the Six. I don't know if you saw this. You've seen the Six. They're from Maine. They're the ones that did the what's that the 656 Fest.
Okay, I've heard of it. I haven't
those
actually.
Are the guys that did this 656 Fest.
656 is fun.
Yeah, 656 is fun. Misty and I camped out at that. It was a great time. Cadaver and a couple of other guys from Trauma Unit are coming, which is also another dope thing. Basically, the theme of this year is unity. Unity throughout New England. Like we're pretty much bringing in a lot of really good rappers actually. And not just rappers, we got bands too. So, a little bit of everything. It's a free event. So feel free.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk more about that later. Mm-hmm. For real. Because if it depends on what I no clue from week to week anymore, what's going on.
Sounds like life.
Yeah, pretty much. I say this a lot, but when we were kids, we couldn't wait to grow up because look at all the cool shit we can do and nobody to tell us we can't do anything and it doesn't work that way.
I remind my stepdaughter, her daughter, about this like every day. Like, yeah, growing up is a trap.
Yeah, being a kid is a trap, growing up is a trap. It's just, it's like a fucking Star Wars Family Guy episode. It's a trap.
Yes. It's a trap.
Yes. Fuck. Well, I don't know. I don't know how many, if you've seen any of the episodes before, but I'm just bouncing the desk all over the fucking place.
Let's see.
You put in for a few of them, haven't you?
I watched Geno's, who's now Gigi. I watched Ermax and Mr. Chuck Grimm, otherwise known as Buzzkill. Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Cool. So then basically how this goes. It's like, kind of part informal interview, part just chill time, whatever, hang out. It's basically you are the co-host. I'm just kind of here providing an outlet. That's really all I do. I mean, I run off at the mouth, but
It happens, man. It happens.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. So one of the questions I do have for you, I want to, and I don't know if it's really so much a question as just a informational thing. You are the owner and CEO of NEK?
Yes.
Okay,
I can't really. Owner and CEO is more of like a joke. It's more like I founded NEK back in 2018, 2019, around there. It's been so long.
It was 2017, 16, somewhere around
2007.
Right before my first birthday party.
Well, yeah. Originally, I formed NEK in 2017. I ended up dropping it when I started working with Trauma Unit, but yeah, I started it. But I mean, basically, it's an artist collective, so we all just. We all chip in. Everybody's their own boss. I don't tell anybody what to do. I don't rule anybody. It's just,
basically more of somebody to go to for advice and get people going. And
I try to use my
motivated.
I try to use my almost 20 years in the music industry as like a catalyst to help other people, really, for the most part, like her.
Nice. Well. There you go. That seems to have worked well on multiple fronts. But so it's like Earworm. It's just a collective and not really a label as such. You're just more of a family.
Yep.
Yes.
That's very cool. If we had more shit like that and not all the record label crap, I don't know. I think things would go a whole lot better all the way around for the music industry for real. But
yeah, the music industry sucks, man. I've had record contracts. It sucks. Like BNE Incorporated, when they signed me to a record deal back in like 2009, we sat there for a year with them not knowing what to do with us, because they'd be like, "Oh, bro, I got this idea. We're gonna do this music video. Okay, so there's a club. There's a bunch of people waiting." We're like, "Wait a minute, stop. That's not our image. We're not doing that." And it just turned into that, and then sooner or later it was just like, yeah, so we're just gonna cut our losses on this. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, that's definitely a better way to look at it for real. That's a big part of the problem with all, like, the mainstream in particular. That's what kills people, I mean, it's like, all right, we have a leash on you now you have to do what we tell you to do for X number of years or albums or whatever, and it takes the soul out of it, man. It takes the soul out of the industry. It takes the soul out of the music.
A lot of the problems with the music industry is they find a lot of younger people that have not really had a lot of money, and they're like, "Look, man, we'll give you this advance of $1 million," and then, but what they don't tell you about the advance is you have to pay that back if your album doesn't do well in sales, and they end up dropping you. So what happens is that person ends up in the fucking ditch further than where they were before they signed the deal, and it's why I've always given advice to anybody, like Gigi the Snowman, dude. That guy is gonna sign a record deal someday. The guy's a fucking superstar. He's an absolute superstar, and it's gonna happen. And I just told him, whatever you do, look over your contract. No advances. Take no advance.
No, it's not free money. Don't get it fucked up. It is not free money.
Guys like Ouija Mac, they were smart. Ouija Mac didn't sign with Psychopathic. He signed a distribution deal with Psychopathic. So basically, Psychopathic distributes his music, but he handles all his other shit with Chapter 17. Brilliant move. Brilliant move.
Yeah, no fucking doubt.
So yeah, you know, Ouija's down with, you know, he's down with the hatchet and everything else, but he's still his own entity. It's a
He
smart
does
move.
it, which is
It's
how
very
he got to, you know, put Chapter 17 together and all that. Because, yeah, that was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, that was a brilliant move on his part. He's a very smart businessman.
Yeah, well, I mean, he must be doing something right. He's got a whole lot of people looking at him all day, every day.
I think what he did is he saw what happened with Twisted, and because Twisted made the mistake of, sure, we'll sign your contract, we'll do whatever you want to do, but then when you left, sorry, bro, regardless of my feelings of Twisted or not, you fucked up, bro. You know, you signed this contract, which means the psychopathic owns your masters, all this stuff. It's law, you know. Sorry, that's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fuck all that.
They're still gay for that. They are definitely gay for that.
Oh, shit. Okay,
You have
so...
to get the band, you're going to get one now.
Yeah, right? Okay, so the next question I usually ask people is origin story for your name. I mean, we'll go... I like to hear, you know, origin stories too, like how you got into the music business, what, you know, how long you've been a juggalo, etc. But I'm really interested in names, and that tends to, you know, get people's interest, etc.
I've personally gone through 3 different rap names in the past. The first one was a nickname that I got in 6th grade, which was stupid. It was J-Lopia. I hate that name, and I never want to hear it again. I don't even want to tell you the origin story of that.
I don't blame you.
This girl literally said, "You're cool like J-Lo, but a guy, so your name's J-Lopia." So in 6th grade, that was my first rap name, J-Lopia. And then I went from there, obviously, to a much cooler name, which is a playoff of my original name, to Just Sin, which was a cool name. But then one day, there's a rapper from my hometown. His name's Riznut. He back in the early 2000s, he was pretty big, and we were hanging out with him one day, going to, you know, listen to beats and shit. And he goes, "Man, you look like you could put somebody in their casket." He goes, "That's what I'm gonna call you from now on, Casket the Monster," and it just stuck. It just stuck, and then like I can't get rid of it. And then guys like Diabolical the Monster ripped me off. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I wasn't gonna make a public thing about this again, but I'm doing it. I've been Kazkit the Monster since 2000 and God whatever, but I mean he used the same beat and same song as I did at one time. Been ripping me off since MySpace.
Wow.
But I'm over it. I think it's funny. It's cute.
It's cute.
He even grew a beard so he can look like me.
They say imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
Dude,
I was just gonna say that.
Ever since the last 2 years that I've grown my beard out and grew my hair out, I've seen so many other rappers doing it now, and I'm glad that I could help people, you know, find their true self, which is me.
Yeah, that works.
You want to tell them the origin of your name? I know the origin of your name.
I would say it's Misty's turn.
Mine's easy. My parents gave me my name Misty, and then Rain is actually my kid's middle name. So it kind of just went. I changed it on Facebook, and it kind of just stuck. A lot of people thought that it was like my actual, like my real name.
I did when I first met her.
A lot of people don't know my actual real name anymore unless they know me in person.
If you've watched Stranger Things, you know what her actual last name is. I'll give you a hint.
So anyhow, that's kind of just how it stuck.
Shush.
Yeah. So I like it. You know, I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt though, because I wish that I did REI, or is it IE? I don't know, but Rain,
yeah.
like a kingdom, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it too late to rebrand?
It is. I've rebranded 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
thought about doing that because it's the same name, but like with better meaning because of the NEK and New England Kings.
and
And
Kings,
that
yeah.
shit. Like, it fits.
Yeah.
So,
She's the queen of NEK, man. The one and only.
but yeah, mine's a simple story.
Well,
I may
still,
go through another rebranding. Maybe.
yeah. Bill redo of shit. Gino just did it. I was so confused. I was trying to figure out what everybody was talking about because somehow I missed that
There's a
whatever
reason
threshold that was that he crossed.
that was a conversation between him and I, and a lot of it had to do with a lot of the LSP fans mistaking because at one time, obviously at one time, and before he was, God, I'm blowing a blank on his name.
Gino?
Yeah, Gino cult shit.
Gino Cold Shit. Before he was Gino Cold Shit, at one time he went by as Genocide Gino, and a lot of people were like, "You're ripping off." And obviously, Gino had no idea anything about Dark Half. He never heard of them. Gino never.
He's not a juggalo or
Gino's
anything
never.
of the sort.
Yeah,
So
Gino's
he
not
does-
from a juggalo culture at all, so he had no idea. And I had to explain to him, and I'm like, Gino Cold Shit.
Just do my-
He died some years back. Was probably one of the greatest underground rappers to ever live. I got to meet him personally a couple times. He was a fucking great guy, dude.
I've literally heard nothing but great stories about him.
Yeah. That's the one thing, man.
So the fact that people thought it was, people were trying to disrespect and it's like, no, it's not even like that.
So
it sucks.
We went with, he decided to go with the more original, cooler name to him, GG the Snowman.
Technically, it's still got Genocide Gino in it. It's just
slightly changed. Like I'm not kidding. Every other week somebody will be commenting on something that I shared. Like, he's ripping off Gino Cold Shit or whatever, and I'm just like,
he hit us up one day and he's like, who
the fuck is Gino
who
Cold
am
Shit?
I ripping off? Like, what is happening?
Yeah. So I had to explain to him the whole. And of course, I explained the whole story, and he's just like, oh, well, I should probably change my name then. I'm like, yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
Which I probably should have known that too when I first met him and stuff, but I really didn't think about it. I was just like, I don't think anybody's really gonna. I mean, he went by Gino Cold Shit later. Like, Genocide Gino was something, earlier, way earlier. So it's like me going as Jalopia.
Yeah, right.
or Just Sin. I mean, once you go through that facade and you change everything over, like, you don't really think about that shit anymore. I know I don't think about it.
No, not usually. Oh, I just realized it's raining again. That's probably why. I don't know if some stuff was skipping earlier, and I didn't know if it was me or what it was.
No, it was skipping earlier. You're fine now, but earlier it was kind of like, it was like I was going in because obviously the camera shows up in the corner, and I'm like, well, we're good, we're all right.
Yeah, you were absolutely fine. I was fine. I'm good. It was just, I mean, it could be the file too. I might have messed that up. I thought I ran through it, but I don't know if I screwed it up. I can fix it anyway. Cool. So that's origin stories down. I don't know. Have you heard my origin story?
What's your origin story? I'd love to hear it.
My origin stories, I've gone by different names as well. I've been several garage bands over the years. I'm a thrasher by heart, or at heart, but it's still underground. I don't like even some of the more popular shit like the Metallica or whatever. I prefer the songs that nobody ever hears, the ones that nobody ever knows exist. But so I've gone by several names over the years. The most recent before this incarnation was Kamikaze Lord, which very obvious reason. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm one of those guys, I have 2 speeds, full on overdrive and dead. And I usually do everything just like that. I just kind of bounce into it. No thought at all. Don't care what the consequences are going to be. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Go big or go home. Well, years ago, a friend of mine and there was a bunch of us hanging around my kitchen table when I lived on West Proctor Road over in Center Rutland. Not that means anything. Well, no, you're from up around this area-ish. could actually know Rutland.
Yep.
Keep forgetting about that. Usually I'm talking to somebody halfway across the country and they're like, they have no idea. Yeah. So anyway, so we're sitting around the table, getting stoned, playing Magic, and started talking about my buddy Josh started talking about D&D and alignments. And I don't even remember who it started with. He was just like, yeah, they're definitely this. And then he started like going around the table and nailing everybody. Like, yeah, you're definitely lawful good. You're definitely this. You're definitely that. And he got to me and he went, I don't know. I'm going to have to think on that. So we forgot about it, moved on, fried, just kind of hanging out and shit. And about a half hour later, he stops. He goes, chaotic neutral. And everybody went, what? and then we figured out what he was talking about. And then they just kind of went, yeah, okay. Because that's basically me, you know. I'm everything I do, everything I say, it's chaotic as hell in nature most of the time. But there's no good or bad. There's no malice involved. There's just, you know, seemed like a good idea at the time.
Right. Hey, that's the story of life. It sounded like a good idea at the time. And sometimes it's not a good idea.
Well, no, but it still happens. So, you know, whatever.
Hey, no good story has ever started. So it was a great idea.
Yeah.
Some of my bad ideas have become great stories that I'll never do again.
Right? You know, they're great stories. Hopefully somebody will, you know, listen to them and go, no, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
In about 20 years, I plan on writing a book. And I'm gonna, you know, because I've obviously being in the music industry for the last 20 years, whether I'm underground or, you know, being signed to a label at one point or whatever, I have some pretty interesting stories between touring and, you know, just life in general. I've literally, up until this point now, until I met Misty, my life has been like, are you fucking serious? That's my life. I used to literally say that like every other day, man. It was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, you know. So, you know, now my life is stable. But you know, you ever read the book I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell?
No,
Tucker
I think
Max.
I've heard of it, but
I have a lot in common with Tucker Max. A lot of terrible. I've done a lot of terrible shit, but it's funny. But now, you know, I don't drink anymore. I don't do any drugs or anything. So now I can like sit back upon this stuff and laugh about it. And I'm like, I'm gonna write a book about some of this shit someday. You see her face? She was like, I'm gonna kill you.
He said I can't read it, so that's why I was.
Yeah,
like,
she's not allowed.
That's why I was laughing.
She's not allowed to read it because who I was back then is not who I am now. And yes, it will probably sell a lot of copies and be a New York Times bestseller because people are like, this guy is a fucking idiot. Yeah. If I could make a bad decision, I would do it. That was the story of my life, man.
well, you know, anything to keep life interesting, I suppose.
It was too interesting at some points. Yep.
So you mentioned a couple of times you've been in the business for like 20 years. How did that start?
Well, I mean, I like started off like just, you know, rapping with a computer mic and a boom box and my head in between. You know, that was like the cool thing. Me and my boy Wicked Mac back in the day. You know, or my friend Mikey, he used to rap with us too every once in a while. But like that was it. But I never really got serious with it until like 2008. And that's, you know, I was in the Cell Block Psychos and my boy Lunatic Larry. And we ended up winning a fucking contest. A local contest. They brought in people from like California, New York, or whatever, and we ended up winning our first. It was our first show too, first show I ever done in my entire life. And it was a contest, and we ended up winning the contest, and that's how I figured out the industry really quickly, because then, you know, we got the contract and all that shit, and that didn't go well. They didn't know what to do with us. Like we were Juggalo rappers, you know. We were Juggalo rappers. You know, I'm pretty sure I rapped about Fago, and I think I even had a music video with Fago in it. You know, terrible music videos. They're still up on YouTube. If you look up Cell Block Psychos with Z, they're re-uploads from like 2012, but originally they were out like 2008, 2009, and they were terrible videos. I watch back now and I cringe. But I'm like, I used to wear a mask, like a Hannibal Lecter mask and shit, and a top hat for some reason. I don't know. Like when it was funny because we always laughed about it. We were coming up the same time Dark Half was coming up, and so that was a pretty cool time, man. Back in the old days, man, it was fun when everything was on MySpace and it was easier.
Yeah, things have gotten weird. There's way too many social media outlets.
There's also way too many people that want to rap. That's a big thing too.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be a rapper. Okay, everybody wants to be a rapper. But what they need to realize is they need to go over here and realize maybe they shouldn't rap. That's the thing. You know, I was never very good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I probably didn't hit the stride that I'm in now until probably 2016, 2017. I took a long hiatus from music for like 5 years. I didn't do nothing at all. I mean, I did little bits here and there with friends or whatever, but I had a lot of time to step back and listen to a lot of rappers that I admire, and I was able to kind of take what they've done and kind of mold it into something more to, what I do today.
Right, kind of make it conform to your own personal. See, I'm a non-practicing Wiccan, but one of the first books I read when I started getting into it was by Silver Ravenwolf, and she made mention in the book that a good witch steals everything, not like go out and steal shit and take everything you want, but as far as your faith goes, as far as your practice, if it works for you and you see somebody else doing it, by all means, that's part of what it's not like rigid like most sects, I guess, of Christianity, most denominations, whatever you want to call them, they're kind of rigid, I mean, you got to read this version of the Bible and you have to do this on this day and you have to do this, and Catholicism is really what the fuck. I mean, but it is what it is. And
I was Catholic at one time, I know.
I did. I went to a Catholic school when I was a kid for a couple years. It is what it is, and if that's what gets you through the day, that's what gets you through the day. Not putting it down, not at all whatsoever. The rigidity I find a little ridiculous, but that's just me. But it's the same thing works for everything, though. I figured that out since then. That analogy, it works perfectly for life in general. Mm-hmm. If it works for you, take it and use it and make it yours.
Yep.
The music industry is absolutely no different than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And see, my inspirations, it's funny too, because my inspirations weren't, most of my rap inspirations are non-Juggalo rappers. It's guys like Ice Cube and NWA, Eazy-E. Eazy-E's a big one of mine. I fucking love Eazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like Dr. Dre, Eminem. Eminem is literally, I'm the biggest fucking stan on the planet. I will fight my child if they disrespect Eminem. And so I was a Juggalo when all that beef was going down, and you want to talk about awkward.
Right?
It was fucking awkward. And I was like, guys, it's not our beef. It's between them, not us. Enjoy the music. Which is funny, because back then all Juggalos were like, fuck Eminem, da-da-da-da. But now that we're twisted around, they're like, guys, let's all just enjoy the music. You gay for that?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's the same. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I've never stopped loving Eminem, man. His first album is my favorite album of all time. The Marshall Mathers, not the first one, the Slim Shady, the second one. Marshall Mathers LP is a fucking classic. Mm-hmm. Her and I bonded over that shit. She could rap kill you from start to finish, and now I'm marrying her. That's my favorite Eminem song.
Definitely
Literally,
a
that started as
closing
a
point
post.
right
That
there.
started as a post. Okay, I posted that on Facebook once before we were together, and I was like, if she can rap "Kill You" from start to finish, I'll marry you. And then she like sent a GIF like, and now we're getting.
He didn't believe it though.
I also didn't believe she could rap at one time too. Back when it was funny. When I was in trauma, I mean, over the years, you come into people that are like, "Hey, bro, I can rap too. You should check out what I can do." It's 100 people that do this to me. So Misty was like our official photographer when I was in trauma unit. So she's like, "Hey guys, I can rap too," and I'm like, "Cool." Like, didn't really, I was a jerk.
Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah. But then one day I heard her rapping along to Salt and Pepper. What song was it?
Shoot.
She was rapping along to Shoot,
Yep.
and I heard her voice, and I was like, damn, she's got a good voice for rap. And I was like, okay, so I put on the instrumental for it. I'm like, now rap the song. And I was like, you're doing a song.
I got like halfway through and he shuts it off and he's like, we're fucking recording shit.
We're recording shit. That's how Bad Bitch.
And yeah, I was
that's
going to say 2 days later, Bad Bitch was recorded.
Yep, that's how Bad Bitch was created. That and Misty said I didn't have any songs for women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, horrorcore, hardcore, juggalo, wicked shit, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, no, there isn't really. That's not how we roll for the most part.
Yeah, I went through a period of my life where my music was like really dark and weird, like the old shit album. That was a listening to King Gordy a lot album. They're like, you know what I mean? Like I
Enough said.
regardless of what he raps about, King Gordy is like one of the best fucking rappers on this planet. Absolutely, he's a great lyricist. He's a great storyteller. I fucking love his music, and I've gotten to meet my hero. He's a fucking nice dude, man. I fucking worked security for him at the first Lethal Weekend, and the dude was the coolest fucking guy I've ever met in my entire life, dude. And,
That's fucking cool.
And it was so weird to listen. I love his music so much, and then you get to meet him, and you're like, and he's a great person. What?
Yeah, you don't find that often.
Yeah.
But and he's got a very unique voice. He's got a very unique style.
Yeah.
I can tell Gordy, he's one of the like Geno Cult shit. King Gordy's another one. I can tell their voices and their styles apart from anybody's ever immediately.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm hearing it for the
Garrett's
first
fucking
time.
voice, man. Oh my god, dude. His fucking voice is just. It was. Just, I'm still. I mean, how many years has it been? I'm still sad about it, dude. What a tragic thing, dude. Really fucking tragic.
Yeah. He would have gone places. The dark half.
Never mind his rapping, but his singing.
He can sing too.
His fucking voice.
Yeah.
Dude, I've heard people trying to emulate how he sings now, and you can tell they're trying to sound like him, and it's just like, nah, dude, don't try it.
No.
He had a once in a fucking generation voice. He really did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm big about originality anyway. I mean, obviously, and again, we come back to it's like a circle. We come back to steal everything. If it works for you, definitely little pieces and bits and whatever. That's how we show. That's how we pay homage.
Yep.
To the greats, to the influences that we had when we were kids. And I'm coming into this now. Again, I've been in the music business, well, not necessarily business, but industry for a long time. Been writing since before I can remember, various garage bands over the years. But I'm coming in here with a metal background and the rap background because I grew up also listening to NWA, Eazy-E, Beastie Boys, Run DMC, all of that right in the beginning, right when rap first started coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I'm taking little bits and pieces, and I mean, because I make most of my own beats, and so a lot of them are really guitar heavy. You can tell where the influence comes from.
Almost every single song that I've ever done, there's a reference to one of my inspirations in it. Whether it's a line that they used in one of their songs, or it's a reference to that line. It's like a thing that I do in every single song. And it's funny because like guys like Ermac is the ones like, yo, I get that. Like, okay, Move Back. I don't know if you heard that song, Move Back. And my very first line is, ain't no mistake, I'm a Granite State heavyweight. I love Exhibit. Exhibit is one of my favorite rappers.
Okay.
He in his song, X, he goes, ain't no mistake, I'm a Golden State heavyweight.
Okay.
So that was my little fucking thing of being like, hey. And then obviously Ermac's an Exhibit fan. He's like, hey, that's Exhibit's line. I was like, I know, it's my ode to him. I also reference other random shit like Dragon Ball Z. I just did a song with Ermac. I just recorded it. So him and Nails, my old hype man, used to be in a group called The Other Guys. Well, the last song that they ever did, Ermac asked me to do the verse with it, which we're gonna release that on his birthday in July 6th. We're gonna release that on Nails' birthday. I made a reference to Captain Picard from Star Trek: Next Generation.
Oh, very cool.
I love Star Trek. That's a new thing for me, actually.
See, I liked it. I've always been more of a Star Wars fan.
I fucking love Star Wars. Order 66, dude. It's my ode to fucking. That's not only that. Order 66 is not only an ode to Star Wars. It's also an ode to King Gordy's Vader.
Okay. Yep.
The cover is the best.
The cover is the best. My boy Tyler did the cover art. The cover art is Misty holding onto my leg, like it's like the old.
Dude, me as Princess Leia is like it's the shit.
Yeah.
He even got like my hair in the buns and everything.
I know, that's awesome.
We're standing on a mound of trash.
Well,
instead of starfighters, there's beer cans flying. It was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I love Star Wars. I grew up loving it. I love sci-fi, horror, stuff like that. You know, that's my life. It's mostly, believe it or not, she's more of the horror fan. I'm more of a sci-fi fan. But we mix up in the middle, and we watch a lot of sci-fi horrors like Alien.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. You know, there's always a good compromise somewhere.
That's what a relationship's all about, is making compromises.
Yes, sir. So, speaking of Misty, I pulled a track off of the I don't even remember. Oh no, I actually bought a couple of tracks today. Trying to figure out which ones I wanted to use, because I had asked and you were like, yeah, no, use whatever. So I went, okay, which is how I got the intro the way it was. But if you guys are okay with it, I have a Misty track to play. Actually, I think it's the latest single.
Beast Mode.
Is it Beast Mode?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Because I don't know who's heard that and who hasn't. And if you haven't, buckle up.
Yes, sir.
Beast Mode.
It's featuring Problematic.
Yes.
Yes.
It was very cool.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I got to see Problematic. When was it? It was, I think it was the Ouija Max show out in Manchester, New Hampshire at the Jewel.
Yeah. Yeah, we did that show.
Yeah, well, I was going to say we were there.
That's right. You
Did
did.
we do that show?
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah, I don't know if we did. I think
I don't know if we performed, but we were definitely there.
Yeah. We do so many shows, dude. I don't even know half the time. I'm sober.
They all mesh together now.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to be able to say that, though, because I just started doing the live performance part of it. As you probably noticed, I only have I have 3 songs under my like official artist page on like Spotify and whatnot. But I've recorded, I think, like 8 total because I feature on a couple different songs. So
Okay.
the live performance is also very new to me as well. So, but it's fun because before that, before being on the stage, I was always around and in front of it with the camera, you know. So it's not new, but it's new. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. I had my very first performance, actually, like real live performance, was in Vegas in this past April. That was
Nice.
that was actually pretty fun. It was an expensive trip, but it was a good trip, and it was weird because then I've heard it from people before, but I've never really experienced it. I got not gonna lie, I get stage fright bad. Even before a show, I can ask Brad or Foley, can ask anybody who's I'm running around pacing back and forth, up and down and in and out, but when I got up there, it's like something else kicked in, and it was almost like I pulled back out of my body, and I was kind of watching like you're playing a third-person shooter.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can kind of see a little bit of your back and your head, and it was almost like that.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's a great feeling. I can just imagine what, the greats that have played to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people is fucking, that's got to be the coolest feeling in the entire world.
The coolest feeling in the entire world. I opened up for Tech 9 in Kansas City.
That's awesome.
In 2000.
That's probably such a huge crowd.
I want to say it's like 2008.
So dope.
It's like 3,000 people. I'm like, yo, put your fucking hands in the air. 3,000 people put their hands in the air. Like,
you're like,
I know, right?
Like, I remember looking at a lunatic. Bro, they just did it. It's a fucking awesome feeling, dude. It really is.
I know. I mean, I was wowed by, like a bar full of people going, whoa, whoa. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
A bunch of juggalos in here or something. What the fuck? But yeah, I can't even imagine. Anyway, I started talking again. So, Beast Mode, Misty Rain featuring Problematic, if I can talk. It's been a long day.
It's prophylactic.
Yes.
That's a little joke to you.
Oh wait, that's the wrong
dark.
one.
That's
the wrong one.
That's an old song. That's a very old song.
It is. I had that. Okay, so you'll have to excuse me. I fucked that up. Where did I get the wrong one in there?
You fucked up. You fucked up.
I know, right?
We're juggalos.
I do that every once in a while. There we go.
there we go. That looks similar.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah.
I didn't even notice for a second,
Yeah.
and then I saw the picture.
Yeah.
I'm a beast, I'm a boss, I'm a freak when I floss. You a geek when you lost in the speed. Problematic on the track, and I know we got my back. Yeah, we lyrically attack, bringing heat. Finally out here running in this game instead of sitting in the bleachers. Last year, no one even knew my name. Now I'm out here getting features. Slap you on the face and we're running double pace. Like we in a race and we win in first place. Got your eyes welling up like we're lacing you a mace to the skies. Hands up like you're pressing on base. What you think it is when you're fucking with the rain and the fight coming from the northeast? Forget I love it, pain, and repeat after me. I'm a freak, I'm a boss, I'm a beast. Now we go in beast mode, listen to the rhythm flow. Acting like you don't know who run the fucking show. Coming for your ear holes, gonna make your brain blow. Pick it up and drop it low, stomping on your ego. If you got beef, better put it in the freezer. Gonna cut your heart just like a meat cleaver. Find out I don't give a fuck one way neither. Finally come around, gonna make you a believer. Thinking I'm a female, I can't spit game. I'm coming for you hoes, so get up out my lane. Why you worry, bro? I ain't coming for your fame. I just wanna flow and my name is Misty Rain. Have a shitty day, just remember this song. Throw it on repeat, bumping all night long. Pass it off the matic, cause you know I got the static. Type of energy, gonna make your brain
I'm
splatter.
a beast, I'm a boss, I'm a freak when I floss. You gon' geek when you lost in the speed. I'm a beast, I'm a boss, I'm a freak when I floss. You gon' geek when you lost in the speed. I'm a beast, I'm a boss, I'm a freak when I floss. You gon' geek when you lost in the speed. I'm a beast, I'm a boss, I'm a freak when I floss. You gon' geek when you lost in the speed.
Yeah, what up, Misty? It's your boy Problematic. They ain't ready for this underground shit. Fresh baked NEK 2020. Let's go. What's his name? It's Problematic. Couple high points in the automatic. I slaughter rappers, running the game, bust a shot to your brain and your thoughts are scattered. Coming out the gutter, man, I put that on my mother. I'm the type to roll tank to a gunfight. This vampire rap, no sunlight. Do the work by myself, so it's done right. I'm the owner of the team that I step with. Straight out the cuckoo nest, no chest with. So fuck a major label, got your brains up on the table with the yak swing, your goddamn head split. I'm a real life killer, I ain't gotta wear a mask. I'm a street OG, not an image of the past. Got a hammer and a blast, moving fast for the cash on the ground, shut it down. I'm a legend on mass. Looking for a prop, they ain't found the beast. No for cracking heads, just sound for beats. Smoke pounds of creeps. Human sacrifice for the blood in the pool when we drown the weak. I'm always down for beef. Let's go another round, fuck around, bust a clown on the ground, his teeth. Ain't nobody out here
boss, I'm a freak when I boss. You gon' geek when you lost in this beat. I'm a beast, I'm a boss, I'm a freak when I boss. You gon' geek when you lost in this beat. I'm a beast, I'm a boss, I'm a freak when I boss. You gon' geek when you lost in this beat. I'm a beast, I'm a boss, I'm a freak when I boss. You gon' geek when you lost in this beat.
Such a dope song.
Yeah, no fucking doubt.
I've heard that song 1,000 times and I still love it the same.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very good reason. Yeah, it was an awesome track. I definitely look forward to hearing more. You're
It's,
like I said before, both of you are very, very talented.
We're now becoming a duo, so like we don't have a name for our little duo yet, but we're gonna become a duo and do it full time together now. So, which is easier if you ask me. I've been a solo artist for the last how many years, and it's easier. I find it easier to work with a like-minded person and to bounce ideas off each other. And I think some of the best music can come out of a duo.
it's fun.
It's fun, yeah. That's the best part. Is like we just have fun while recording. We have our own setup and everything else, and it's I get to be pushy. It's fun. I'm like, nah, do it again. Go better.
You could do it better than
You
that.
did better than that. Nobody ever got it as bad as Nails did. My old my friend that passed away. Nobody ever got it as bad as I did. We sat up till 5 a.m. once recording a verse for him.
I can see that though. I've had if I had a safe space with better, soundproofing and whatever, an actual sound booth, I would probably be up half the night recording and I would do shit whenever. But I have issues like the next door neighbor likes to blare his music until 3 o'clock in the morning, and I don't mind the music. I mind it at 3 o'clock in the morning when I have to get up at 4:30.
I used to blare mine back, but louder.
Well, unfortunately, I can't do that because we rent, and the landlord and landlady are old, and they live right underneath us.
That makes sense. At least you're correct.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
I really like having a roof over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, life without a roof, not so fun.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
Regardless of what these YouTubers that are building in small little huts in the woods say, it's not so fun.
no,
I've been homeless before. Not fun.
no, it is not.
I
Definitely.
was probably the richest homeless guy in the world. I had a solar panel on my tent and everything. So I had TV and a video game. But guess what? Not that fun showering out of a bag in the middle of the woods.
No.
Not fun. That was funny. You were playing The Darkness. I was like, didn't expect that one. I literally I haven't listened to that song in like 3 years. So I was like, I heard that one in a while.
Shit. Well, I pulled that one too. I wasn't sure what kind of time we were going to have, what kind of things you guys had going on. Usually show runs about an hour, but we've had 2-3 hour shows. It just kind of depends on how people are feeling, how close you are to be turning into a pumpkin or something.
I actually listen to a lot of podcasts, and I'm actually planning on starting my own podcast at some point within the next year called Welcome to the Podcast.
Nice.
So I plan on starting that, and I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan, so it will be a lot like that. Like I'm gonna there's a lot of my friends that are pretty big rappers in the area, and I feel their story will be awesome just to hear their story. And I know because I know it, but I was like, dude, people need to hear this shit. You know what I mean? So basically, I'm just starting a podcast to help my friends promote their music and talk shit. I talk shit all the time. Why not record it?
That's actually pretty awesome. That's how this started, really. This actually started because I got tired of seeing people doing the fucking. And to a point, I get it, but not really. That whole trash or fire thing, it just pisses me off because
and they pay people
got their
for
own.
That's the worst part is people will pay for that, and you're getting the opinion on people that don't even rap or nor have ever had any of that fucking shit ever. And I'm like, why would you fucking care to have these person's opinion? Who the fuck are they? Yeah. If Ice Cube was like, yo, pay me $5, I'll play your song. I'll fucking pay Ice Cube the money because guess what? He's earned enough in the industry to judge my music. I'd fucking, even a fucking, a fucking local guy, I would, that's big and whatever. I would pay that because at least he has the knowledge to judge my shit. I've had people, somebody asked to do it once with one of my songs. They asked to play my song and they're not a very good music artist, but they started this show anyways. And so I tuned in and I listened, and then he's like, "Oh, I give him like a 6 out of 10." That song that I was like, that song that you just played is better than your entire catalog throughout your whole life because you don't want to change and get better. You just keep getting worse.
Yeah.
I don't like those things. They're stupid.
Yeah, no, that's like I've been saying for years. Who is it that's actually deciding what gets to be the next single? What gets to be the popular song that gets distributed to the radio stations is sure as fuck not the people who are actually listening to it.
It's the New World Order, bro. It's the New World Order. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I did a show once out west. I had a guy in a suit approach me and say, "Hey, if you join this, you'll get bigger." I thought about it for a few seconds, and I was just like, whatever. I was on drugs, drinking. I was like, whatever. And then like years later, sober thoughts, thinking about it, I'm like, bro, that was the fucking New World Order. And not even like the good New World Order, not like this broadcast brought to you by the New World Order, NWO. It was not the NWO New York from the WCW. No, it was a dude in a suit. All right. They were going to kill me and clone me. I'm telling you. And then you probably would have seen like a casket without a beard and clean cut hair and looking all pretty and shit. My face would be smooth. It'd be weird.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, that's a true story, dude. This guy approached me about it. We did a show. It was out in California. This was back in like 2010, I want to say 2011. And I think about it now and I'm like, bro, that was like a New World Order guy. Because basically the way he like throws like, hey, if you just, you do these symbols and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm all drunk and high at the time. So I'm like, the fuck is this guy talking about? I'm thinking about it now. Maybe I missed my chance of being a superstar. That's okay. I'd rather keep myself and not be a clone. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because then that's exactly what it is. You become a clone. It's just sheep following you, and then you get, shit like concerts where people are getting trampled to death and whatever else just because somebody gave you $1 million to look pretty on stage.
I look pretty up there anyways.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
You do.
You look pretty up there.
Thank you.
Aww.
But yeah, man, it's an interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. But yeah, it's a bunch of industry fucks. A bunch of rich white guys with a bunch of money. I mean, but if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have an Eminem. So at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean,
you ever hear the story of how Eminem got? How they found Eminem?
No.
The owner of what's that label? The one that Dre's on. I can't remember the name, but the owner, his daughter had one of Eminem's. He had Eminem's Infinite album, and she was a huge fan. And she actually handed it off to her dad, and was like, "Dad, check this out." And then he, in turn, was like, "Interscope, yes, the owner of Interscope." Okay. And in turn, he was like, "Dre, check this guy out." And that's the story of how Eminem fucking blew up, dude. Just because the dude's daughter just ended up with an Eminem CD and loved it.
Yeah, that's nuts. A lot of people get discovered like that completely by accident.
Yeah. Joyner Lucas, dude. Joyner Lucas got famous by accident. Literally by accident. I'm pretty sure because I did way back in the day. I've done shows with Joyner Lucas before he got big. I remember Joyner Lucas in the Worcester. He's from Worcester, Mass, bro. And I'm pretty sure he literally, like, Eminem heard one of his songs. And I didn't know Joyner was blowing up until he did that song with Eminem. And I was like, I fucking know this guy. I mean, I'm not like friends with him, but like, you know, it's just like somebody like, hey, what's up? You know, whatever. But it was like, I fucking know this guy. Like, this is awesome. And I'm a fan of Joyner Lucas because regardless, I'm happy for the guy. I'm glad that he's blown up, you know. I'm not gonna be a hater because somebody made it. You know, the dude's out there supporting Worcester. You always see it on his Facebook. He's like, hey, I'll be in Worcester, you know, serving food or whatever. I'm like, this guy, dude, he's a saint, dude. You know?
Yeah, that's fucking cool. Those are the good ones, you know. Never forget where you came from.
Yeah.
When you forget where you came from.
Eminem lives 20 miles from Detroit.
Nice.
He lives just outside the city. Owns a fucking beautiful mansion outside the city.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to live in the city anymore. I'm good, but
Violent J and Shaggy, they live just outside the city themselves too. You know? Twisted's record label. 20 minutes north of the city. I've been there. We toured with them. It's in a strip mall.
It's in a strip mall.
It's in a strip mall.
Cool.
Nothing great to look at.
No, probably not. But you know, that's old school shit, though. You know.
No, they got a good little system going there, man. They really do. They do. George doesn't like me though, so they don't like me. I don't like them. We keep it that way. It's cool.
Mutual.
Yeah, it's a mutual thing. Lex, believe it or not, the only people at M&E I fuck with Lex the Hexmaster. That's my dude. I fucking love Lex.
You know, I've heard that from a lot of people, and he's a really, really good dude.
He is. I toured with Lex, dude. I was on the road with him for 2 months straight. Great guy. Him, Scum. Believe it or not, AMB. I don't really care for James Garcia, but Bones Dub, that's my fucking homie, bro. Bones Dub, because back then I used to smoke a lot of weed, and Bones Dub and I used to have this little game where every city we went to, and there was a dispensary, we'd go to a separate dispensary and find the best fucking weed they had, and then we'd show up at the show in the green room and be like, "What do you got?" This is what I got. So it was like whoever could have the better weed would fucking win. I mean, nobody won anything. We just get high, but
you both won.
Yeah.
That's funny shit. Yeah, it's weird, you know, like how music changes, people change. I like Young Wicked. I'm not fond of James Garcia.
I like his music. I like his music. I don't like him as a person. It's just.
I've never met him.
But
that's
that's either there or here. You know, whatever. It doesn't even matter because I mean, he probably doesn't even remember who I am, so that doesn't matter. But like, as a person, I could really care less. You know, we were, hey, what's up, Kaz? What's up? You know, that was our relationship. You know, Bones Up though, I fucking love that dude. Lex too, dude. I talk to Lex every once in a while. Lex talks to her every once in a while. You know. Yeah. He's a good dude. I've always maintained a pretty good relationship with Lex.
That's cool. That's good to have, especially in this industry, in any aspect of this industry. You know, friends are definitely good to have.
Yep, Scum has given me the best advice I've ever had in the music industry, and he's literally one of the best people like within the music industry I've ever met. And it's so funny. I love how he takes pictures because he's always in the pictures. As soon as the picture, anybody that's met Scum in person, as soon as that picture's gone, he has a huge smile on his face. The guy is just fucking nice guy.
I got that impression. I've never actually met him. I met Cody Manson, got to interview him at the gathering last year. I met Michael Lawless, got to interview him. Scum, but I've seen a lot of things, like when he was doing that contest and was rolling through all the entries on live on YouTube. I was catching some of that, and he just seems like a really cool, down to earth guy. He wasn't a dick about any of them, wasn't nasty, put anybody down.
Yeah.
He actually sent that to me personally and told me I should do it, and I didn't.
Well, what the fuck, dude?
I at the time I was like, I don't know what I think it was after Kyle died, so I was kind of like in a rush.
Oh,
So it was like, thanks, bro, but I don't think I'm gonna like. I thought about it, and I was like, nah, man, I don't know. No, thank you. Yeah, see, like Cody Manson kit is after me, hanging out with LSP guys. Before that, Sevademic, who was with LSP there for a little bit, he actually ended up getting that contract with LSP just after the tour that we were all on with them, because Seb was on that too. He was another guy, brilliant, great rapper, very, very integrate with the stage performance. The guy was like rapping to a mannequin's head. It was fucking genius. Fucking genius. Like he had two mannequins in one head. And while he was performing, like he'd have the head in his hand and he's like kissing it and shit. And then he goes and puts it over on there. And then like he'd be doing his thing. And next thing you know, he's like grabbing it, doing weird shit and going over to the other side. I was like, dude, this guy is fucking awesome. He's just, it's one of those people, because you see certain people on stage and you're like, wow. Fucking Gigi, dude. Gigi. First time I ever saw that guy on stage, somebody was talking to me. And he was so good that I was like, stop. Who the fuck is this guy? Literally, Gigi has one of the best live performances of anybody in New England. Like, hands down.
For being just one person on stage, he puts on a hell of a show.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah. All over the place. A lot of the guys, like Payne's another one. He is all over that fucking stage. He is such a showman.
I love Payne's hands. That's my favorite thing to watch while he performs.
My favorite is his feet.
Yeah, his feet.
He does the little
if you watch his feet, he does the shuffle. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, but like he's doing and you can tell that Payne took a lot of time to look in them, because it's important. You should look at them, as weird as like it's not conceited. Look in the fucking mirror and practice how you want to show your face. Like I do that. I've done that before. I mean, there's certain songs I do. I have to change my demeanor. See, I'll do Welcome to the Show. It's happy, go lucky, and we're getting drunk. We're having great times, and then I do Monster, and it's just like demeanor changes. You know what I mean? My hair's down over my face. I'm being integrate with my hands, and I'm being weird. I'm Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm just fucking. There's a lot of aspect of the performing. A lot of rappers don't do it. Like there's a lot of guys that they sound great. Their music sounds great, but then they get up there and they just stand in one spot and they're like, yeah. So my name is Young MC. Check it out. Come. I got my songs up on SoundCloud. Yo. My mom is cool. What's up, man? I don't drool.
I think a shit ton of that is the stage fright. They can't get over the stage fright, and they get up there and they're like, "Oh fuck, everyone's staring at me now. I gotta go."
You know what I used to do? I taught her there's a reason why she wears sunglasses, because it's the reason why I started wearing sunglasses, because I was afraid to look at the crowd. So I wore sunglasses so they wouldn't know I was actually looking up. And then after a while, that stage fright just goes. Gone. I don't give a fuck now. I do one song with my glasses off. Those motherfuckers are off. I'm in people's face. I don't care. It was a great tool. Believe it, Bone Stub does the same thing. Bone Stub has terrible stage fright, and that's why he wears sunglasses when he's performing. Matter of fact, that's why he wears sunglasses even when he does photo shoots and stuff like that. Because you ever notice most of his professional photos, he's wearing sunglasses. He feels weird knowing that many people are looking at him. So he doesn't look at the camera directly or anything.
I can see that.
Yep.
Oh shit!
I'm not sure if that's a little tidbit he didn't want the world to know, but I mean, it's just that everybody, even Bone Stub struggles from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, shit. Aaron Lewis from Stained, he used to. I don't know if he still does, but he used to not look at the crowd at all. He would always be either looking down at the stage at his guitar, or in the back somewhere while he was saying. Jim Morrison would start the show facing away from the crowd.
Aaron Lewis just puts everybody to sleep. That's all he does. I've seen Aaron Lewis. I saw him when he was Stained. I can't remember what tour it was, but he sat on a fucking stool for like a 45-minute set, dude, and just sat there playing guitar and singing. And I was like, this guy is not entertaining at all.
Huh.
It was so boring.
He was more animated when I saw them.
I mean, but that was back when I was like into Limp Bizkit and Korn. Like I've been to the Family Values tour when I was younger, and like
Nice.
obviously Fred Durst is probably one of the best live performers when it comes. Like he's
hands
just
down.
fucking phenomenal. Korn in general is just awesome live, but like so obviously when they have, I think Stained was in one of their like in the tour Limp Bizkit or something is when I saw him, and it was just like, yeah, bro, I just came here to see Limp Bizkit now. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was sad and drinking and crying, I no problem listening to Stained. It make me, sad and drink more.
Yeah, kind of.
He is from Massachusetts,
Aaron Lewis, actually, part of his childhood, he grew up right here in Vermont. He went to Rutland Town went to school with my ex-wife.
Yep.
I think he was like a year or two behind her or something like that.
He has a song because he does country music now. He has a song called Northern Redneck, which is about being a redneck from New England. It's interesting. I mean, not really my cup of tea, but I was like, hey, I can relate to that. I guess. It's kind of funny. Most people look at me and they're like, with a beard and the hair, they're like, he's not a rapper. We had a guy in the store once be like, where's the rock shows at? And I'm like,
yeah, everybody's got an idea of what everybody else should look like.
Apparently so. Well, I break that mold. I lost it. Here's your lighter. Yeah, man, that's an unfortunate thing. And everybody just kind of like judges everybody how they look, shit like that. I mean, Misty's got a song, "Haters Gotta Hate." That's basically about that, People, it's just one of those things.
Yep. No matter who you are, what you look like, you could be a fucking saint sent down from the heavens, and people are still gonna talk shit. Like,
especially nowadays,
somebody is gonna be like, "Oh, look at the fucking,
especially
look at the robe," like something. You know what I mean?
Especially nowadays with social media.
God.
Social media has created a false sense of security in people. I mean, back in the day, because we're one of those, the eras where we didn't have the internet at one time. So there was a time that if you ran your mouth, it had to do it in person or over the phone. And guess what? Sooner or later, you'd probably run into that person and you get punched in your mouth. Social media, unfortunately, has made people comfortable enough that they can just sit there and run their mouths on a computer and not expect anything to happen in return. And I don't know how many people that I like over the past year that I'd be like, "Hey, bro, I gather too, right?"
They stop commenting.
They stop commenting because it's like, trust me, bro. In between sets, people performing, I'll find you. It's not that big of an area. I can find you.
Yeah, that's what they don't seem to realize. And I don't know, what bothers me the most about it, I think, is that a lot of it's little kids. They think they're being big and bad because they're saying really stupid shit to an adult, and he can't do anything to hurt me.
Dude, I used to play Fortnite with my stepdaughter and her friends. Trust me. Those kids didn't know what to do with me because I'd be like, look, if you don't stop, I'm going to be your new stepdad. I had a kid thinking that I was literally like, he had to go ask his mom if she knew me because he was worried about it. I was just like, look, bro, keep up with your mouth. I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to be your new daddy. I'm going to be daddy now.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, that was funny. Huh?
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hate to cut this short, but I'm yawning more and more, and I don't want to take away from this. So definitely would love to have you on again in the future if you're down. It's very, very cool. So before we cut this off, new stuff going down. You said you had you have a new track coming out in July.
Yes, the other guys featuring me, Kazkit the Monster. Circus of Life is the last. It's the last song that Nails did with Ermac as the other guys. That will be out on July 6th, hoping. Next Saturday, we have Nails Fest going on here in Raymond. It's a free show. Free show, BYOB, bring your own chair.
Flyer with all the information is on Facebook.
Yeah, flyer.
There's an event page.
Yep, there's an event page, everything. Nails Fest, Nailz Fest.
Okay.
2022. And, you know, we hope to make it a big thing, and we hope that it continues happening every year. You know, that depends on, you know, that just depends on, you know, everybody, if they want to show up. And hopefully it's been pretty soon. It's been pretty good. So, you know, last year we had about 100 people here. It's looking like this year we're going to have more, and I'm nervous about parking. So.
Can you hear that?
What is that?
That's my next door neighbor.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I have to deal with. That's why I can't record half the time.
That's when you just get a microphone and hook it up to an interface and put some studio monitors on and crank those motherfuckers up and go, shut the fuck up! They hear you then.
I could do that. I really could. I've thought, no, I'm not even going to talk about it because it's not a good idea. Something happens, I'm going to end up.
Does your neighbor watch this?
No, but you never know. Other people.
Well, I'll say it for you. You're a fucking asshole neighbor. Turn your fucking music down. Some people want to fucking sleep. It's time to grow up. Let's be adults now.
Shit, I'll tell him that all fucking day long. I don't care. But what I want to do is something more than just talk shit. Anyway,
Boots the asses. Boots the asses.
Yes.
There you go.
So Nails Fest this Saturday. New track coming out. Nails' last track.
Yeah. And then Misty and I.
We have a lot of fallen brethren around.
Within the year or so, the next year, Misty and I will be releasing singles of music that we're doing together.
Nice.
So we'll be within this year. No time limit. We don't put a limit on greatness.
No, you can't rush that shit.
No, we'll get to it.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for coming on. It was an honor. It was can't wait to hopefully get to Nails Fest this weekend. That would be really fucking cool.
We hope to see you
Next
there.
Saturday, week from now.
Next Saturday, 1 week from today.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome. Well, everybody else, next show. What is my next show? Shit, I'm not. I don't even know. I got notes here somewhere. I keep fucking forgetting. That's why I keep notes.
It's a good idea.
Oh, yes. We have, and I can never remember how to pronounce it. It's either Mechanic or Mechanic. And I feel horrible because he's actually a friend of mine. I can never remember how to pronounce it.
Tell him to send you a voice message of how to say his name.
Oh, he has. I'm just really, really forgetful.
That's okay. It happens.
Anyway, so we've got him coming up. We've got Mr. Nobody in July. We've got Dead Guy in July. We got Kill a Yak in July.
Busy, man.
Yes, sir. And I've got more names. I got more people lined up. I just haven't quite gotten the scheduling done. You know, I get everybody in there. We're going to be scheduled out into fucking October and November already.
Go. That's good.
Yeah. It's awesome. So anyway, thank you all for coming and hanging out in the chat. Anybody that watches this after the fact, thank you. You know the drill. Support the underground. Love y'all. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
And we will talk to you later.
Definitely.
Bye.
Bye.